What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. You can see here we just started our third Spanish-Ethiopian imperialism war. We're going to be sending all of our mercenaries to siege down their capital, which of course we are not able to reach just yet. So we'll go into their fortresses. They are both a mountainous province and a highlands province. Once we have all of Ethiopia, it should be fairly easy to begin our war against Funj, which should end in the year 1799, at least our truce. We're getting fairly close to the end of the game, so we are going to need to be on the lookout. Let's go ahead and prove this fort as soon as we get a core. And really, I want to take as much land from the Ottomans as I possibly can. Though our main issue is we need manpower more than anything. Our next war against the Ottomans won't be until 1803, so 8 more years. And moral prices, I could gain some influence and some loyalty, but I think we're just going to pay for it ourselves because we have the money to spend. Now, it looks like the Ottomans have quite a bit of Ethiopian separatists. I'm hoping we could easily just take over all of Ethiopia in one go. We should easily be able to manage this. They do have a gold province and, of course, some cotton. Ooh, 71% overextension. That is quite a bit, primarily because their capital has 48 development. A lot of our cores have finished up. Not sure if that was all of our cores. We have about 4 more that still need worked on. Mainly because they are from Ethiopia, and we aren't able to core things while we are at war with another country who has cores. Silly rules. Rebel uprising. Ethiopian separatism. That might be a little dangerous. Very soon, we're going to have both of these provinces under our control. Looks like Juan here is being utilized, taking over Lasta. They have surrendered. Might as well collapse 48,000 troops into the highlands. We do have Juan, who is a level 3 general, 3-star general. Very amazing. We're going to have a -1 penalty and a -1 crossing penalty as well. Enough to annihilate the Ethiopians, though. Gold Rush, gaining 6,000 ducats. Unfortunately, we are going to be gaining quite a bit of inflation. We're going to need to deal with you. Let's recruit a minister, ask for contribution, hire the inflation reduction general, or advisor, I should say. I really want Carlos to die. I hate to do this, but we're going to kill you like such. We now have no heir, but that is fine indeed. We didn't want him ruling our kingdom. All we really need is a royal marriage from some of our vassals. Katsina, I believe, is a vassal. We aren't able to do any more royal marriages. What about Tuscany? No royal marriages. What about Austria? They aren't very happy with us. Because they are a heretic religion. Or at least we are. We also need to be on the lookout for these Ethiopian separatists. We are finally getting some manpower back, which is nice to see. We had about 396,000 troops. Of course, we are going to destroy 72,000 troops. So we did lose about 3 regiments in our last war. Send them whatever they need. Is it possible to end our war with Ethiopia? Not just yet. We're going to have to siege down their capital. And very soon, we're going to see some uprisings. Is it able to end as it is? 424 ducats. Our cores have been completed. And just like that, we have a lot of new land. And we're going to have to use these troops to the best of our ability to deal with whatever uprisings might arise. Ooh, quite a lot. Well, luckily they were here for assistance. In the year 1799, we're going to attack Funj. We're obviously going to reconquer the Ottomans. Looks like our king did die. Unfortunately, we do have no legal heir at this time. I'm really hoping the Habsburg dynasty is going to give us a very nice trait, though they probably... Yeah! Architectural visionary. Construction cost has been reduced. That's nice to see. We are going to need a few royal marriages. We'll have Katsina. Looks like we can't do any. What about Austria? Can't do any here. Tuscany. Can't do any here either. We might need another vassal fairly soon. The Ottomans are at war with the Commonwealth and France. Looks like the Commonwealth is going to gobble up quite a bit of their territory. You know, I'm wondering, it says I'm in second place. I'm probably losing to Ming. The Ottomans are in first place. They are gaining 7.16 every month. We're gaining 11.18. We're gonna have to take out the Ottomans if we want to get first place. And obviously I do. So we're gonna trim down the Ottomans once again. I would like to finally take over Selanik, or maybe even Corfu as well. We'll see what France decides to take. Finally gaining some manpower. We really do need another royal marriage to gain some sort of queen and to gain some sort of son. Though I don't know with who. The Netherlands are growing and growing. I could get a royal marriage with Bohemia. I might as well. Maybe we'll get a nice queen. And possibly Hungary. They don't like me very much, but I could easily fix that. What about Bavaria? When our queen dies, I don't think... Or excuse me, when we get a new heir, we're going to not renew these royal marriages. Let us upgrade our Star Fort into something more powerful, giving us a very nice, fortress here in the mountains. We have 16,000 ducats. I don't think we need to have our military on maximum efficiency right now. So we might as well reduce our army maintenance just by a little bit. Our annexation of Katsina is going well. It looks like... Did our statesman pass away? No, he's still alive. I'm hoping we can really annex Katsina before the end of this game, but I'm not even sure if it's going to happen. Is there anything I can do? Definitely don't want Liberty Desire. Yeah. Enable Scrutage. Yeah, nothing that I can really do at the moment. 57 Legitimacy. Still need to monitor the Cretan separatists. We might want to send a missionary there as soon as we can. And possibly even create these provinces into actual states. Let's go to our geographical map mode. Whoops. States and territories map mode. You can be converted to a state. I would love to take all of these lands. And I think I will. Not sure how far down I'm going to move, though. Because we obviously need some land for charter companies. All of you can become a state, which is nice to see. It's going to cost me a heck of a lot of administrative power. You know, I wonder how far I can go without losing charter companies. I'm watching my missionaries, or my merchants. The sad part is I probably could have done this all along, as long as we didn't touch the coast. And as far as I can tell, we're gaining income every time we create a state. Slowly creating more and more states. You as well. We're now going to be spending a heck of a lot of administrative power. We went from 700 all the way down to probably about 0. Oh my goodness. We still got quite a ways to go. But now our income should skyrocket. Looks like the Ottomans are going to be losing quite a bit of manpower. Ming has now considered me a rival. Local traders demand aid. We will send them whatever they need. We really want Crete here to not have any uprisings, though they probably will get one. All we need is more manpower. Obviously, we do have, you know, a master recruiter. Our diplomatic ideas aren't going to help us very much. Let's get the most expensive one for 33 on the 1st of next month. Our corruption is growing primarily due to all of our cores. We still need some sort of heir. A succession war between Austria and the Commonwealth. We don't want that to happen. It would be very nice to get a republic. Though I don't think we even have that option just yet. We're slowly reducing the amount of inflation we have. I don't want to hire Confederi. And all we need now is about 50 or 60 administrative power to finish up. Looks like we have the ability to get 90 states, and we currently have 72. So obviously 18 more that could generate us quite a bit of income. Our war with the Ottomans should be in 1803. Our war with Foon should be in March of 1799. We are losing quite a bit of income with all of these mercenaries, unfortunately. I think we're going to send 24 all the way to the other side, so that way we can assault from 2 directions. And you're going to come down. Still watching these rebel factions. And once we have 15 administrative power, we will get our very last core here. Boom! Easy enough. Looks like we did lose a little bit of missionary strength. Athens can be converted. Let's go to our religious map mode. We are slowly painting all of Africa to the one true religion of Protestantism, though we could do a little bit of work here in northern Italy. And of course the Coptic neighbors are falling. Put into the treasury. We obviously need administrative power more than anything. We're about to have a rebel uprising here inside Greece. Athens and Euboea. Most likely because we do have missionaries in both of these provinces. It is going to be quite some time until they're available. So for the time being, demands for representation, make vague promises of reform, requesting that you come to their aid in the reconquest of Modena. I am going to decline only because I don't really care about Tuscany. I'm hoping they get annihilated and then I could swoop in and take over their lands. Looks like Austria has come to their aid. I wonder what it would look like if I declared war. Austria still would join in. I'm curious as to see what that would look like in a few months. Greek separatists, we're going to pause the game, improve our army maintenance all the way to the tip top. I'm hoping we can take out whatever they throw at us. Let's move another 18,000 over to Greece. And it doesn't look like you have any type of leader, so let's recruit one. Now, I'm hoping we don't see any Cretan uprisings anytime soon. Mamlukan separatism. Where is Crete? 70%. And now that should fall. A lot of our provinces are finishing up. I am expecting to see quite a bit of uprisings here. Let's send our missionaries in now to Gausium. And really, we're just waiting until the year 1799 to declare our next war. Rebel uprising, Greek, Mamlukan, Ottomans, and Ethiopian. Military access from France. I'm going to decline you again because I could care less. How is Tuscany doing? Tuscany is winning their war against the Papal States, Denmark, and Liege. I can now invest in new ideas. Getting closer to our diplomatic reputation. Our truce with Funj has ended. Euboea here has finally uprisen. Move you to Achaea. We are waiting on Mamlukans now. Looks like we lost about 5,000 troops in that uprising. Have these troops finally made it? Looks like they haven't. We're going to add some sort of general, declare our war on Funj. Because we have good relations, I could create a vassalization, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to insult them. They now feel threatened. On the 2nd of April, we are going to collapse on Funj. And then hopefully, by the time 1804 comes around, or maybe it was 1803, December of 1803, we should be able to get quite a bunch of new lands from the Ottomans. And just like that, I'm going to declare our war. Going to be annihilating Funj. Do they have any actual provinces? I don't. Doesn't appear so. Wan is going to make their way over to Darfur. So that way, Wan here does have 2 siege maneuver, or 2 siege pips. So that way, we should be able to siege down this province fairly easily and fairly effectively. Looks like we annihilated all of their troops in one battle. The Ottomans were able to take out all of these rebels. It would be nice to take Corfu, but I don't believe I'm going to do that. New national decision, construct the Suez Canal. I'm going to save my money only because I construct the canal almost every game. Could go a little bit better from time to time. Damietta almost went to Dalmatia. That's why I went all the way up here. Sometimes the provinces seem to sound the same. Damietta, Dalmatia, and then down here is Diamantina. You can see where I can get confused from time to time. You're going to go here, you're going to go here. Do we need assistance? I think we can be easily able to take out these Mamlukan separatisms. Looks like we lost about 10,000 troops, though. But now we're going to be able to secure all of these provinces for the rest of the game, which should be quite nice as well. We have 20 prestige. I'm wondering why it drops so much. Probably because we have our new emperor. Though he doesn't have an heir, still. We might need to work on that. Okay, now that we have all of Funj, we're going to try to take over all of these lands. They still don't want to accept, not until this falls. Let's destroy our mercenaries only because they cost so much money. We're most likely going to rebuild them up in this direction. So you're going to come here, you're going to go to Moria. Let's rebuild all of our mercenaries, 67 days, 67 days, 67 days. Gonna have about 72,000 troops where they need to go. Trading in coffee has happened to us. Just like that, taking all of Funj, taking all of their money, all of their gold, 22 overextension. That'll be fine, easy to deal with. Once again, we don't have an heir. It might be nice to finally switch to becoming a republic. And what did I need to do? I needed to go to autonomy map mode. Improve that so we don't see any uprisings. Though we'll probably see very few. Let's get out of this map mode. You're going to come up here. You're going to come over here. You are going to move here. And that way we can respond to situations as the needs arise. Woyo is about to be converted. I would really like Mecca right about now, because they would give me another missionary. Though I could have taken Rome quite some time ago, I never did. I really wish the game wouldn't end in the year 1821, only because I'm conquering and conquering, and I can really just steamroll anyone and everything. Though the Ottomans probably have quite a bit of aggressive expansion against me. Not a lot of other countries do, which is nice to see. Convert more religions to Protestantism. We'll go with Gondar now. The House of de Guzman. We now have a new heir and a new marriage. I don't like our heir, but he is a lot better than what we previously had. Our Empress is indulgent. Very sad. Well, back to our political map mode. We have about 3 more years until we can finally declare war on the Ottomans. It looks like in 1807 we're going to be able to annex Katsina. Are we able to get diplomatic reputation? Not yet, but it would be very nice finally to take over more and more of these lands. The Constitution of 1812. The Cortes, when they met at Cadiz, were dominated by liberals who wished to go beyond the mere support of the war effort and establish a constitution that would make impossible the revival of rule by a favorite like Godoy. The Constitution of Cadiz gave Spain a strictly limited monarchy. The king must work through his responsible ministers, a single-chamber parliament with no special representation for the church or the nobility, and a modern centralized administrative system based on provinces and municipalities. We would gain a constitutional monarchy. Ooh, I don't know if we want this either. We would gain legitimacy, monthly autonomy change, years separatism. I don't think we want this at all. So we are going to resist the liberals. It would be rather nice to get some sort of republic. Let's go into our government map mode. Right now we are obviously a absolute monarchy. They wanted the constitutional monarchy, improving our legitimacy and the years of separatism. Though administrative monarchy would be rather nice. We'd gain a lot of income for the rest of the game. I really wish there was some sort of feature where we would, I mean, we've had some of these lands for almost 400 years now. I wish we would have some sort of feature where we could change the culture. Obviously, I could go in and I could spend some money to change it to whatever culture I prefer. Not money, I could spend diplomatic power. But, I mean, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. Well, anyway, I am going to go ahead, stop the game, put a cut in here. I am going to see some Ethiopian separatism in the next 0.6 years, and some Ottoman separatists in Gaza. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. It really does mean a lot. As always, I will see you in our next adventure.